In this video, we will be conducting a phylogenetic tree using household spices and herbs. A phylogenetic tree is a map that shows the genetic relationship or similarities between different organisms. Organisms that share a more recent common ancestor are more closely related and therefore are placed closer together on the map. Each organism used in the tree are called operational taxonomic units, or OTUs. The species we will be looking at today are seasonings, and the OTUs we'll be looking at are salt, cinnamon, nutmeg, chili, paprika, cumin, red chili flakes, oregano, and parsley. The first divergence within this species is the type of bottle, where salt is in a shaker bottle while the rest of the seasonings are not. The next divergence is whether the species are traditionally used in sweet or savory meals, in which cinnamon and nutmeg are now separated from the rest of the species. The next divergence is whether the spices are in powder form or if they are just dried, in which we now have a distinction between paprika, chili, and cumin, and parsley, oregano, and red chili flakes. We now have a rooted phylogenetic tree, in which we now have an outgroup species that is most distantly related, sharing a common ancestor with the rest of the species in the tree. In this case, our outgroup species is salt, which now acts as the root of our tree. Because of this, we can now determine the distance between the OTUs and when each species diverged from common ancestors. The horizontal line on the tree measures the amount of relative evolutionary time, where shorter branches mean more closely related species. The evolution that occurs on one branch or lineage is called anagenesis. The internal nodes are the points where speciation occurs and two new species emerge. The node itself represents the most recent common ancestor that existed before the divergence of species. This divergence of one branch/lineage into two is called cladogenesis. Looking at this tree, we can see that the most closely related species are cinnamon and nutmeg, paprika and chili, and oregano and parsley.